let's discuss about vibrational partition function. We have seen that vibrational degrees of freedom for linear and non-linear is different because we know that translational partition function or translational degree of freedom, that is 3. Rotational in linear we have 2, and for non-linear we have 3. And total degree of freedom in a molecule containing n atoms is 3n. Out of this, 3 is translational degree of freedom. For linear it is 2 and non-linear 3. So for linear 3 plus 2, that means 5 consists of translation and rotation. Out of this 3n we will subtract this 5 and we will get the vibrational degree of freedom. For non-linear we see that translation is 3, rotational is 3, 3 plus 3 it is 6. So we have 3n minus 6 degree of freedom. According to this we will get the partition function, whether it is linear or non-linear, or what is the degree of modes of partition. Now let's see vibrational partition function. As we have seen in translational and rotational, vibrational partition function is represented by summation 0 to infinity statistical weight factor of vibrational energy e to the power minus EV vibrational energy level upon kT. Here again we require the statistical weight factor or the degeneracy and the value of vibrational energy. The statistical weight factor for this is 1. Vibrational energy, as we have seen in quantum mechanics on solving Schrödinger wave equation for diatomic molecules considered as simple harmonic oscillator, we get V plus half h nu, where V is vibrational quantum number and has values 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Here h is Planck's constant, nu is vibrational frequency, which is given by 1 by 2 pi root k upon mu, where k is force constant and mu is reduced mass. Here we see that if we substitute V is equal to 0, that is the lowest energy level, then the energy is not equal to 0. So we will see when we substitute V is equal to 0, it has residual energy which is equal to half h nu, and this is known as 0 point energy. Let us number the equations. Equation number 1, 2 and 3. These are the main equation. Now instead of h nu, we can also write nu is equal to, in terms of wave number, it is c nu bar. Here we will write for nu r omega bar. This is equilibrium frequency in centimeter inverse. So if we take, we have seen that this EV is in excess of the lowest. That means we have to subtract the 0 point energy from this equation. So the corrected value will be V plus half h nu or hc nu bar. Okay, instead of nu we can write c nu bar, where c is velocity of light, minus the 0 point energy, that is hc nu bar. Okay, so we get V hc nu bar as the vibrational energy in centimeter inverse. We will substitute this equation number 4 and equation number 2 in this equation number 1. So what we will get, QV is equal to summation 0 to infinity, GV is 1 we have e to the power, this is the energy in excess of the lowest upon kT. Here we see that the value hc omega bar, this is very high in comparison to the thermal energy. So here we cannot take this as closely spaced. This hc or h nu or hc omega bar is very higher in comparison to the thermal energy. So we cannot replace this in summation by integration. It will remain as summation itself. Now let us simplify this equation. Let us substitute a constant for hc omega bar upon kT. Let us substitute it as x. Okay, these are all constant for a given temperature and for a given molecule. So we have QV is equal to summation 0 to infinity e to the power minus Vx. Substituting the value of the vibrational quantum number 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., we get this equal to 1 plus e to the power minus x plus e to the power minus 2x and so on. Or in general form we can write e to the power 1 minus e to the power minus x inverse 1, or 1 divided by 1 minus e to the power minus x. We can substitute the value of x here. So the expression will become 1 minus e to the power minus x is hc omega bar upon kT raised to minus 1. If we substitute the constants of h, c and Boltzmann constant, all these are constants, we can write h c upon k. If we substitute the values of all these constants, this is Planck constant, this is velocity of light, and this is Boltzmann constant, this comes out to be 1.439. So this QV can be written as 1 minus e to the power 1, this is minus 1.439. We are left with omega bar and T. Here, if we see this term h c omega bar upon kT, these are all constant for given molecule, and for this we can write a single term, that is theta V, because it has the dimension of temperature. So this can be written as theta V. This is known as characteristic vibrational temperature. In rotational also, if we see QR is equal to 8 pi square I kT upon h square. In rotational partition function, we see QR is equal to 8 pi square I kT divided by sigma h square. Here also this term has dimension of inverse of temperature. That means h square upon 8 pi square I k. This can be written as theta R, which is known as characteristic, this is known as characteristic rotational temperature. Okay, so we can write this equation as T sigma theta. So this is about the rotational partition function, which has the characteristic rotational temperature, and in vibrational we can write the term characteristic vibrational temperature. Now this is for diatomic molecule taken as simple harmonic oscillator, where there is only how many vibrational modes? For linear, this is the equation. For diatomic molecule, n is equal to 2. That means 3 into 2 minus 5. That is 6 minus 5, 1. Now for polyatomic molecule, according to the degree of freedom, whether it is linear, for linear it is 3n minus 5. For non-linear it is 3n minus 6. We have to take the product of over all the, so we will have for polyatomic molecule, we will have the partition function product of over all the modes of vibration, whether it is 3n minus 5 or 3n minus 6. So this is all about the vibrational partition function.